Oh, well, the suspense was taken out of the Thunder Wolves game about 3 minutes in. I mean,
Boy.
holy moly. That Mike Breen, I saw Mike Breen tonight. Mike Breen, fan at MSG. Rare moment for him. Got to see a Knick win. And I was talking about his call in the game and how at one point in the second quarter, he said essentially, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly how he put it, but you just don't see a performance like this in the conference finals. And to see the Thunder just completely dismantle and overwhelm the Timberwolves like that was unbelievable.
And it all starts on the defensive end. When that defense is in its hornet's nest mode, like, good luck.
Good luck.
Good
Julius
luck.
Randle was in hell.
Nas Reed. I mean,
Nas Reed,
so was the whole Wolves team.
Nas Reed just kept falling down.
Well, and like Shea said, you know, we made it tough on the guys that we were supposed to make it tough on. And he goes, well, we made it tough on everybody. And it was true. I mean, the freaking Timberwolves, with their season on the line, scored 9 points in the first quarter and had more turnovers than buckets in the first half. And it's not the first time this postseason that the Thunder opponents had more turnovers than buckets in a half.
Well, and the other thing about the Thunder, too, is that they are not afraid to leave open guys they're not as worried about. And you saw in the beginning of that game, like, Dave McDaniels got several wide open looks in the first quarter, and he took them, didn't hesitate to take them, but he missed them.
I think they started like 1 of 13 or something like that.
He was 0 of 6 pretty early.
And if you get shots like that against this Thunder team and you don't make them and they get out in open air like they did in that game and the crowd is going and the athletes are flying around, I mean, it becomes a tsunami really fast. And that was just unbelievable to watch.
Then Case and Wallace and Caruso check in.
I know, my God.
Most disruptive defensive players.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Caruso was unleashing hell.
I mean, he's just he might be the best help defender in the league.
I would remove
just the havoc that he creates.
And then
he can't do it for 45 minutes in a game, but when he's on the court, Alex Caruso is just unbelievable.
Yeah,
as he makes the trade on the ball, which again makes the Josh Giddey trade again terrible.
Well, look, there's
so terrible
now.
He was leaving the Bulls regardless, but yeah, can you squeeze a pick out of the guy who's got a?
Well, I mean, just get like, look at what this guy is doing for this Thunder team. I mean, my God, what are we doing?
It's not like there wasn't a market for him. There was multiple teams. But I was talking to Dagenham, and he basically said, "Hey, as good as he is on the ball, he's at his best. He's at his most disruptive when he can kind of rove or play.
Yes,
I know, but when
he compared it to Draymond.
The thing about it
Warriors.
is it?
Yes,
it's so,
that's exactly what he's like.
It's so. We've reached an era in the NBA where teams switching is so commonplace that teams just allow the switch. Even good defensive teams, the screen is set and they just allow the switch, and you're more managing what happens after the switch. The Thunder are like, no, gosh darn it, we ain't allowing the freaking switch so easily. So you got Dort, who just absolutely refuses. He comes over the top all the time. And then when Dort is tired, they sub in Caruso, and Caruso is like, okay, well, now you have to try to set a screen on me. I'm fresh.
And Casey Wallace might be their best on-ball defender.
Yeah, and Casey Wallace is awesome.
I mean, they're just... Dort was 4th in Defensive Player of the Year voting, but Casey Wallace might be their best on-ball defender. And, talking to Caruso, Wallace doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he doesn't know tendencies of opponents. He doesn't really know scouting reports yet. Like, Caruso's trying to teach him, like, all this nuance. And Wallace kind of looks at him like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, just wherever he goes, I'm going to be there. And then if he puts the ball in front of me, I'm going to rip it away. Like, all this stuff.
It's absolutely unbelievable to watch them cook on defense. It's so much fun to watch. And then you go to the other end, and you got the MVP of the league just getting wherever he wants. Gets every time he shoots in the mid range is automatic. Like I've said it a few.
That series strong too. So did
He's playing great. Yes, those guys are playing great. I mean, look, I thought in the fourth quarter of Game 5 in the second round that the finals were decided, barring catastrophe, and it sure as hell feels that way right now. Like, this is a great series. I'm very excited to see how this game goes Saturday. But I was talking to a few people about it here. It's very hard, as good as these teams are, and they're really good teams. They've had great seasons. Like, whoever wins the series is going to be a deserving Eastern Conference champion. And the gulf between them and what they're about to face, I mean, it's going to be potentially a historic credit to Nikola Jokic that series went the full 7 and went the way it did, because man, there looks like there's a cavernous gulf between the Thunder and everybody else.
I have a couple of sobering things to say here.
Mo with a tipsy tiki in the background.
The Thunder are 80-18 this year. That's
pretty good. It's pretty good.
And I'd also like to point out they went 29-1 against the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and Bontemps was at the 1.
Yes, they've never let him live it down
in Cleveland.
And look, there's disturbances in the force starting to happen on the Giannis front and potentially on the KD front, and we're going to see some significant transactions, I believe, in the next 4 or 5 weeks. But I just want to point something out. You could argue that the most relevant trade in 2023-24 to the championship was Drew Holiday getting traded to the Celtics.
Yeah,
and we'll see what happens with the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks could come back and win this series, and Towns could be the reason, or Bridges. But you could argue that the most impactful trade with regards to the championship in the 2024-25 season was Alex Caruso. And,
I don't think that's arguable either.
Well, I mean, listen, never say never.
Well, if Towns goes for 2 40-point games, we'll have a different discussion.
Bigger upsets have happened, but Oklahoma City is clearly heavy favorites rolling into the finals with them.
But I'm just saying, obviously there's a reason there's a lot of attention paid to star player trades, but
right. No, they have great defensive impact role players. Help you win.
Well, Drew Holiday and Alex Caruso are not. I would also not quite call them role players. They might end up as They might. I'm just saying that I agree with you.
Caruso is the epitome of a role player. He's an excellent role. He's averaged double figures once in his college and NBA career. I understand 1 points per game. He's a role player.
Yes, I understand that. I'm more saying that a role player, saying he's a role player, I think undersells his impact. He obviously is a role player from that.
He's something more than a role player.
He's a guy who he's a role player. He's a high impact role player. That's exactly what
he finishes the games, just like Drew Holiday finishes the games
as a role player.
Yeah.
And Bontemps, you of all people should have an appreciation for role players.
Jackson, I wish at the end of the season we could get a montage of McMahon, ripping on Bontemps. It would be iconic. All right, I do want to talk about the Timberwolves. Went to the Timberwolves post game, and I was traveling today, so I don't 100% know how the Ant press conference was perceived. I know that the morning ESPN shows made a deal of it, maybe not a big deal. I was there for the whole thing. I actually thought Ant was the sound bite that's out there is,
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we noticed that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.